Are you wasting a ton of time on sites like Upwork or LinkedIn, applying to jobs like 40 times a day just to get no response? That is so infuriating. I completely understand. And I'm here to tell you that there is a better way to find high-paying work from home jobs with no application needed. What's up, guys? Lauren Golden here, founder of the Free Mama and the Free Mama movement. And I help moms start and run a successful virtual business from home or anywhere in the world. I really like to travel. I just got back from a 3-week trip myself. Virtual work and being able to work remotely has completely changed my life. So I work primarily with freelancers and independent contractors, but even if you're still a full-time employee, I encourage you to listen to this video because there's some mindset switches that you can make and a couple of tactical steps that will really help you maybe be recruited by your dream job, which would be really exciting. And hopefully we can get paid a lot of money in the process as well. So we're going to talk about how to do that in today's video. And before we really dive into the meat and potatoes, I want to first offer you just a little mentality shift, whether you were a business owner, a freelancer, or a full-time employee. And that is that regardless of your actual tax status, you have to stop thinking like an employee. You have to start thinking like the CEO of your life. You need to step into your actual strengths while still being aware of your weaknesses. And I believe that's where true confidence really comes from. You have to know what you're actually good at, whether you're a business owner or not. That will empower you for the rest of the tips inside of this video. So make sure you're crystal clear on what you have of value. What are you interested in doing? What are you naturally really good at? And if you haven't thought about this before, I encourage you to talk to friends and family who really know you. Look back into your school days. What were the subjects you really excelled at? Or in past jobs, where have you been the happiest? Okay, Justin Golden and I, that's my husband, that PPC guy, we last night at dinner were actually talking about me recording this video this morning. And I just kind of asked him, like, what would you say to this? In case you don't know anything about me or my family or Justin, we both work virtually. It's why we're able to go on 2-month RV trips and do really random things with our family, which is so fun. It's been life-changing for us. But he also runs a multi-6-figure agency with just one team member, and he works like less than I do. So it's really remarkable what he's built, and I'm so proud of him. And I thought, speaking of high-paying work from home jobs, which is exactly what he hasn't applied for a freelancing role in forever. In fact, he gets so many referrals on a weekly basis that he tells most of them no. So I knew that Justin might have something to contribute to this conversation. And it turns out we were actually on the same page. I had come up with 3 things to share with you guys, and he was like, no, they really just need to know these 2. So I'll tell you which 2 they are. But before we dive in, it's really important that we just let's really simplify this. And then I'll tell you what it means, because the answer to most of the things we want, it's really pretty simple. But as humans, we tend to really overthink and really overcomplicate. But this entire video boils down to 4 words. That's it. 4 words. Become known for something. That's it. If you can master that, if you can really get attuned to your strengths and what you can contribute to the world, and you can become known for it, you will have high-paying work coming at you on your own terms, and you will not have to apply for jobs or freelancing roles anymore. Okay, so what do I mean by this, and how do we actually accomplish this? Very valid question. What I mean by being known for something is that literally people start to associate you with the thing that you do. So if I were to say personal development, you're probably going to think of someone. Could be Rachel Hollis, could be Tony Robbins, could be someone else in between. If I say ride sharing app, you're probably going to think of Uber. If I say going on a trip but not staying in a hotel, you're probably going to think of Airbnb. Like, all of these are things that they're known for the thing that they do. If I say coffee, you say Starbucks. If I say, best technology products, maybe you'll say Apple if you're an Apple user like I am, right? If not, that's okay. There can be more than one thing known for something, which also means there's plenty of abundant space out there for you, even if you are new to the service or role that you want to have in your career. And here's how we're actually going to accomplish this. Number 1, and these are in the beautiful words of Justin Golden, who is not nearly as verbose as I am. He says, you have to find something that people will pay you a lot of money for. The reality is, if you want high-paying work from home jobs, whether or not you want to apply to them, you have to be able to do something that people want to pay a lot of money for. Typically, higher paying jobs have a couple things in common. The first is ROI, which stands for return on investment. Okay. If you are not doing something that's going to provide some sort of tangible return, typically financially, but sometimes through time as well, then people aren't going to want to pay you a lot of money for that thing. But if you are bringing a business or a company leads or paying clients or revenue or, something else that is very tangible that moves their business forward, they're going to be more likely to want to pay you a lot of money. So the first step is to find something people will pay you a lot of money for. I am now a business coach. I started my freelance career as a social media manager and also worked as an online business manager. My husband runs a Google Ads agency. So you can see there's a lot of different things just under our one roof that you can do that can be very lucrative. A lot of people who come into the Free Mama community, which if you're not a member of our group yet, I'd love for you to head over to Facebook and join. There's so much content, so much sense of community over there to support you through this journey, again, of just living your best life and being compensated for it. But a lot of people start in the VA space. And if you're doing 32 different things as a general VA, it's not horrible to get started, but it is very difficult to become known for that thing. Why? Because the more people who can do something, the less specialized it is, meaning the less it's probably going to be worth, the less people are going to be willing to pay for it. On the flip side, the more specialized the services you provide, the more valuable the services are, the more high paying clients you will be, or businesses you will be able to find out there for it. So number one, find something people will pay you a lot of money for. And a pro tip, make sure that it falls in alignment with your actual strengths and interests as well. Otherwise, you will be building a business or career that you hate. And unless you are strictly financially motivated and you don't actually care about how you spend your time at all, you're probably not going to be very happy before long. Strategy number two, and this is all me, Justin was not involved in this at all, but the truth is,
babe, you're doing this too,
is word association. The cream of the crop in the Free Mama community who rise to the top and start making money really quickly and stop having to find clients because there's so many referrals coming directly to them, whether that's through Facebook tags or regular referrals, through an email or whatever, is they've built this word association. And in order to do this, you have to be able to clearly articulate what it is you do. And I would say 1 to 4 words. I say Justin, people say Google Ads, right? Inside the Free Mama community, there are so many different examples. In fact, we'll show some to you right here, but where someone will ask for something. So it's any questions about real estate in the VA niche and Brittany gets tagged, or it's questions about YouTube and Sam gets tagged. And here's the deal. These people haven't been doing this that long. And like I mentioned earlier, there's abundance out there. There are like millions of Facebook groups out there and plenty of them are about business. So you don't have to be the only person doing what you're doing to become known for something. Okay. We have hundreds of bookkeepers inside the Free Mama community. In fact, I've worked with 2 in particular in my high ticket programs, Noemi and Megan, and they often get tagged in the exact same post. They're both known for something. And because not everybody has the same personality, not everybody's going to be a great fit. And that's okay. It means there's plenty of a room to go around for everybody to be successful, be known for something, and find this high paying work. Couple of tips for word association. Number one, make sure you're networking. And when you network, you are really, really clear about what you do. Okay. If the other person doesn't leave the conversation knowing what your word association is, it's very hard for them to refer traffic to you. The other thing is, as you're networking online, whether it's LinkedIn, Facebook groups, or somewhere else, make sure that you are getting heavily involved and seen, whether it's creating content or commenting on posts in your word association. So if you are a copywriter, you should go into the Facebook groups you like to network in, use the search, look up anything from emails to copy to content, and just make sure you're contributing. You're really being seen and starting to build that association because it's the type of content that you yourself are creating and engaging with. Okay, last but not least is number 3. And again, these words came from Mr. Golden at dinner last night, is become the best at what you do. And I work with a lot of women, and Justin is not a woman. So he, for some reason, doesn't worry about this, but I've coached over 5,000 women personally over the last 5 years. And I know that we start to go into imposter syndrome of, well, what if I'm new at this? What if I'm not actually the best? How can I say I'm the best? Don't overthink this. What we really mean by being the best out there is get really freaking good at what you do. And typically to do this, you have to invest in yourself a little bit, whether it's time, like every year, Justin takes all of the certification tests through Google, not so he can go tell his clients, they don't care. They just care about the results he gets. He does it for himself to make sure that he is staying plugged into what's going on with the platform and making sure that he has the top, tools and techniques and whatever, so that he can perform the best for his clients and continue to generate his great reputation as well as referrals. Investing in yourself can also look like spending time or money, watching videos, investing in courses, reading books, and just making sure that you are staying, sharpening all your tools and making sure that you are actually good at what you do. Doesn't matter if you're new or you've been doing your thing for 20 years, it's important that you invest in yourself and your skill set. Now, there's been a lot of talk about the economy lately and inflation and all these different things. And everybody from Tony Robbins to Warren Buffett is saying the same thing, is that the number one way to not be impacted by all of these things is to continue to invest in yourself. So if you can figure out your strengths, become known for something, find people who will pay you a lot of money for it, build this association, and make sure that you are continuing to stay top of your game. Not only will you have high paying work from home jobs coming to you that you don't even have to apply to, but you will also have an inflation proof, economy resistant career because you double down on that CEO mindset and you're not walking around like an employee just waiting to get paid, even if you're an employee. Hopefully today's video empowered you to take some control over your career and your financial future as well. If you like today's video, make sure you like it, hit subscribe. We're back here every single Tuesday. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure you reach out to me. If you have an idea for a video, I'd love to hear that too. And last but not least, make sure you market yourself. You got free exposure right here on this channel in the comments. So tell me, what is the thing that you want to become known for? Drop it down below. Make sure you head over to Facebook and join our group as well and introduce yourself there, where you might have a whole new market of people to become known as, in the thing that you do as well. It's all about putting yourself out there and getting visible. Now, if you watch today's video and you're an employee, but you're like, hey, this whole virtual life, what'd you say about the RV and a multi-six-figure agency? If this is sounding really intriguing to you, I also have an hour-long training that will be perfect for you to watch, and it will teach you all about how to get started in the freelancing space. You can find the link to watch that video as well down below in the comments, somewhere down here. All right. I hope that you get out there and become known for something. I can't wait to hear what it is, and we'll see you next week. Okay, the last video crashed, so I get to do it again. I'm so excited. Okay. Let's see if I can use any of that. Hang on. We will just start over and make it much shorter than the last one. Okay.